One small ask, wear a mask. It's not such a big deal. You're protecting other people. Just take the vaccine, take the jab. Everyone's doing it. Go to college. Yeah, 200K in debt's not that big of a deal. I mean, literally everyone's doing it, and how are you gonna find a job without going to college? Especially a good college that costs at least that much money, if not a lot more in 2021. But make sure you wear your mask and social distance and not have any parties, because that's the kind thing to do. It's not such a big deal. Not a big deal at all. People are being severely controlled by this idea that things aren't a big deal, when in actuality they are a big fucking deal. Now, with everything, I'm just going to have this disclaimer. Whether you take the jab, whether you go to college and you accumulate a lot of debt, we have a tool called alchemy that allows us to literally transmute anything. So say you get the jab and you do more research on it and you wish you didn't get it, there's ways to heal and there's ways to move the chemicals out of your body. So you're never doomed. But with that said, to practice alchemy and to practice that kind of transmutation, you have to be operating above the baseline frequency of the human collective, which is a very dense, very fear-based, very unconscious frequency at the moment. So most people, when they sign up for these things, they experience the quote-unquote negative effects of these things because they're not aware that they're negative. And to wake them up, they experience unwanted things to increase their awareness, which leads to change and different choices in the future. But anyways, this idea, especially around the jab, especially around things like college, where the mind control and the illusion and the manipulation happens because of this trick, if you will, of having it be so commonplace, something that's repeated, something that's repetitive, something that's sold to us in our subconscious as not a big deal. Everyone does it, not a big deal. Just do it. It's the right thing to do. It's the good thing to do. It's for your best interest to do it. Because it's sold and in our subconscious is not a big deal. Get the flu shot, not a big deal. Because it's in our subconscious is not a big deal, there can be, let's say, agendas pushed that when you know the agenda, you look back on these things and they actually are a very big deal. And you're signing up to be some sort of energetic slave. Again, whether it's with your body, whether it's with finances and energy, a lot of these things where it's just, you know, or even like credit cards, just get it. You know, you can earn points, but how many people rack up debt because these companies know where most human beings' baseline frequency is at, which is one of lack, which attracts debt. So my point is with this is question everything. Again, even the masks, you know. I see all these signs in New York. One small ask, wear a mask. Is it a small ask for an entire year to have someone wear a cotton swab over their mouth? Or even worse for some people at gyms, you know, God help us, the kids having to go to school 7-8 hours a day wearing masks. People jogging outside wearing masks. One small ask, wear a mask. I disagree. I disagree. And you can do your own research on this, but I'll point you to the research, which is Google I'm pretty sure it's still on Google. Google what Elon Musk has to say about mRNA, which is the makeup of at least 2, I believe, of the vaccines, which is fact. See what Elon Musk says about the mRNA, and I'll keep it at that because I don't want to add more in this video or get censored by the thoughtless police. But yeah, it's not a big deal. Just do it. Nike, just do it. Come on, your family's doing it. Your friends are doing it. You want to go to the bar? You want to see Lady Gaga? You got to get the jab. Come on, it's not a big deal. It's safe. It's effective. Everyone's doing it. Just become aware of this program, of this illusion, of this mind control tactic that is 100% being used on people. And breathe and truly ask yourself, is this really not such a big deal? Or am I signing up for something that's going to affect me for not only a couple days, but possibly years and decades to come? Do I actually want this? Is this actually a big deal to me? What am I giving up in order to have this thing? Do I even want what this thing promises? Even if there's a chance that even what they promise you will not come to fruition. And that's what we're moving towards as a society. We're no longer just doing things to get to the end, the means to the end. We get to enjoy and we get to be in alignment with the means of getting there. Because if you work your ass off and are stressed out at the expense of your health, of your relationships, of your gifts, just to get $1 million to be wealthy, or your idea of what wealthy is, you're going to get there and probably be really sick because you're out of alignment. Because abundance is not $1 million. It can be a part of $1 million, can be a part of abundance, but your means to that end of abundance were in lack, were in disease, were in fear, which actually isn't abundance or abundant at all. So what are you signing up for? What else in your life or in society that's being pushed on us as everyone's doing it, not a big deal, it's easy, it's safe, it's effective, it's, you know, you gotta do it. If you want to be on a plane, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's the kind thing to do. The things that people don't really think about but just do and just assume. What are those things in your life? Because I'm telling you, most of humanity is being manipulated by this idea. And because there's a collective amnesia around the true side effects or ramifications of making certain decisions, they go and do it anyway. And again, no one is doomed. You will ultimately learn from any choice that you make, which will ultimately bring you closer and closer to yourself, even if you take a long way to get there. But if you're watching this video, you're on the path of awareness, and you can save yourself a lot of trouble and in some cases a lot of unnecessary healing by asking yourself this question and by seeing through the shadow that most of humanity is controlled by in this now moment. I love you guys.